Okay, we have the beginning of our footwork series. Our right foot is our leader, forward, backward, over our line. We go for about 20 seconds on each one here. And we're switching to the left foot here. Left foot's the leader, forward, backward. Notice the arm movement as well. Trying to get some coordination down here. And we're progressing to that lateral motion, driving off the outside foot, letting that inside foot toe tap. Weight stays on that outside foot. Heels are elevated, both feet move at the same time. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Get your coordination down, add that lateral motion, about 10 down and backs here normally does the job. Okay, now once we've got our footwork done, we're just gonna grab a TheraBand. We're gonna get the upper body involved here. It's all about prepping for our strength workout. So as you can see, we have that band retracted. We're looking to work a couple of cyclones here, let those hips do what they want. Keeping those arms nice and long, up and over, followed by a retraction. And we're just going to run this sequence 5 to 6 times. So it's cyclone, cyclone, up and over, arms stay long, squeeze those shoulder blades, band to chest. Actively letting the body kind of stretch out with a little bit of muscle activation. Okay, from here we're going to go to more lower body dominant. This is going to lead right into our first power exercise. It's going to be a Cossack to rack squat. So you can see we're using the TRX, focusing on range of motion, trying to get hamstring on calf. Let that backside toe kind of turn up to the ceiling. That's typically what it's going to want to do. So we're just going to let it do that. And I'd say 5 to 6 reps on either side should prep you nicely for our first power exercise. Okay, strength portion. We're focusing on some power here. Cossack to rack, followed by a reverse lunge. And you can notice we are training the same leg on each movement here. As we go to the profile view, you can see we're focusing on power, and then we're focusing on our stability, pushing that foot into the ground laterally, and then we focus on getting tall at the end. Okay, so we have another power exercise here. We're looking to rotate that hip, backside hip through the zone. We're sweeping that club out in front of us. And now it's the right hip that's coming through with power, and then we have to have the control in our upper body to accept that weighted club, getting it into that backpack position. We're trying to get that thing up and down vertically, pointing the knob to the ceiling. And once again, as we rotate the other way, it's the same concept. So it's the right hip coming through with speed, sweeping that club into that upright position where we have it backpack. Following our power work, we're looking to get into some strength work. So you can see we're going Arnold press from our feet, pinkies at the bottom, thumbs at the top, squeezing those glutes. And you can see what that looks like in our profile position here. Hips are slightly forward due to the glute engagement. You can see here we're in the prone position, horizontal push. We're using a box in this case. We're looking to get our hands up onto the box and then follow that with some toe walking. So you can see the horizontal push here, abs are tight, opposite hand goes up, we're gonna toe walk up, we're gonna toe walk back. We can vary the length that we hold it here. Hands go back down onto the ground, and we're gonna work this for 4 to 6 reps. Okay, so we have some posterior chain strength working here. We have the landmine, and you can see we're executing our single leg RDL. Right hand grabs bar, right leg goes back. Okay, so we're going from more of almost an anti-rotational exercise to a rotational exercise. So our tool here is going to be just a simple band. We have it hooked up to something secure. Our arms are nice and long with soft elbows. And we're looking to rotate those hips and shoulders, pointing the belly button to the side walls while maintaining tension in our upper body and keeping those arms fairly long once again. Okay, as you can see, we're getting into our next exercise here. We're looking to focus on some posterior chain power. And we're also working on some upper body mobility, working that double backpack position. As you can see, we have our 2 clubs here. And we're driving that pelvis out with speed and power. And then we have to have the control and the grip strength and the mobility in our upper body to finish off this movement here. Okay, so we're going to get into an ab exercise here. We're looking to fill our abs up with air. You can see that our wrists are underneath our shoulders, and we have our shins parallel to the ground as we're moving our body in a lateral motion. You can also notice that we have a cone placed on our back, and the purpose of this is to make sure that we are keeping our abs filled up with air, belly button pointed down to the ground, moving in a very controlled fashion. If that cone falls off, we know we're doing it wrong.